14th.
You're good.
It's going to be a good one.
We're live. We're live. Good morning, everybody, and good morning, Trevor.
Good morning. Good morning, the tea drinkers of the world.
Welcome to Coffee with Classy. You know what's funny is we started this during the pandemic, and it was called Coffee with Classy. We figured, what the hell? And then I also realized that a friend of ours, Brian, he had something. He was a CrossFit trainer, and during the pandemic, he had coffee or tea with Coach B.
Okay. Nice.
And I was like, I probably stole that from him subliminally, but here we are. How many years later?
Enough to
say that it's ours, and we didn't really actually steal it. It was one of those, I kind of stole it, but I didn't really. There you go. All good things a lot of good things have happened because of Coffee with Classy. And thank you guys all for tuning in. I would also like you to like, share, and tell your friends all about this wonderful spot we got to hang out here. It's kind of that time of year where I had some buddies in yesterday. We hung out talking about motorcycles. Dino and Dusty and Chad all came in, and we just sat here and watched some bagger racing and talked about the cams we're going to put in Dino's bike and the storage and cams we're going to put in Chatty's bike.
You're going to put these bikes on the board with those cams?
I think actually we might get Dino on the board. Based on his build, he should be probably somewhere up around number 4 there.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see. He'll be right below the 128. So it's like you kind of got to do real good cams and real good tunings to get your 117 on the board right now. Got a 114 hanging out on the bottom. Sam did a good job getting onto the board there, so that was really cool. So
shout out 114.
Yeah, shout him out. So what do we got? Let's do some housekeeping stuff quick. Winter storage. We're basically, we'll always have room for you, but basically if you need a place to keep your motorcycle, give us a call. We're booking up. There's ways to get free winter storage. It's a great way to do all the stuff you want to do. Have this motorcycle genius work on your motorcycle. Hey, there's one right now. Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
You dropping off to get your bike all pimped out this winter or what? Attaboy. There's a guy. There's a gentleman right there who knows all about free winter storage.
Nice.
There you go. So yeah, winter storage is happening there.
And there's also different packages for winter storage.
Packages. Yeah,
different
basic winter storage.
Come on in and talk to them, man.
Basic to oil changes to
full overhaul, whatever you need.
Yeah, you want, we'll figure out how to mount a toaster on your motorcycle.
Yes.
I don't know why we do that, but we could. Also, November 30th, we have our Christmas party. We've decided we're going to do that on November 30th. And the blood drive, we are changing to December the 14th. All right. Another thing I'd like to mention is, let's get those. Okay. So that's there. So that's basically where we're all going to go in. What's the time there?
So 12 p.m., man.
12:40.
Easier than that.
12 to 12:40, we can deliver blood.
I booked 10 spots. So we got 10 spots booked. So if you want.
We'll give away a bunch of your blood and then go out for lunch.
That's right. There you go.
And also, Charlene is doing the fricking freezing ride this year. Charlene is on November. Yeah, isn't this incredible? She just volunteers for all this stuff.
No.
Polar plunge, and that's coming. She'll do the polar plunge again. Frickin' freezing ride, November 23rd. I'm going to talk to Joey about how we're actually going to figure that out, whether we go to Lindsay there and back, or what we might do is have a group meet them, drive there, meet them, and then come back here. But we'll do something fun there regardless. So that's what I'm doing for November. Twice a year I decide to support them. Mike's going to post the link. Joey's going to send his link, or Joey could post the link. But feel free to donate. And what we're going to do that day is we're going to go for a ride. I'm not going to shave. Charlene won't let me shave my beard, so I look like Uncle Fester. That's why when I do. So, instead this is how I do it. I dress up and ride a motorcycle downtown Toronto, and I ride in the freezing cold in November. So.
If you need heated gear, if you want to take a part of this, need heated gear or the gear to get you through a cold ride like that, come on in. Charlene will take care of you.
Heated
gear. Got you covered.
It's the way to go, I tell you. It'll keep you riding. I remember Brian telling me when I first got my motorcycle, heated gear. Oh, thanks, I'll get some. No heated gear. And he sat there and pounded it into my head that I needed heated gear. So I got heated gear. So anyway, the whole reason Trevor's here with us today, because he's very entertaining. But also Trevor, as a lot of you know, a lot of you basically showed a lot of love and support. That was one of our biggest post in a long time. So cheering Trevor on because he was selected as one of 180 Royal Enfield dealers were invited to, basically their technicians, so even more than that, were invited to take place in a contest called the Super Squad. Super Squad starts with an online test, and Trevor finished number 1. Which is probably what happened, but top 5 and got the trip to Dallas.
I was in that top 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's start with how did you find out that you became top 5 on the Super Squad?
It was so basically got invited. I was able to do a cool online test. It tested Royal Enfield knowledge and basic motorcycle stuff. And after I submitted that, a couple days later, I got an email from Jim Castor. He's the lead trainer that Royal Enfield North America has, and kind of the lead guy down in Euless, Texas. We met him, Zach, myself, and Kenny when we went down last December. So I got an email from him saying, I was selected within the top 5. And then just invited us. So
Perfect.
It came down to asking if I was allowed to go.
You're allowed to go. So we said, of course, Trevor can go play in Dallas. And so you flew out on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was the Wednesday at kind of middle of the day. So I arrived there with the time change around 3 o'clock
Nice.
Texas time.
Yep. Now, okay, we were joking about this. Tell us the difference between the hotel that they set you up in and the hotel I set you up in.
Yeah, so both of them we know the Best Western. So down there they got the Best Western Plus hotel airport, which is cool. And then they have this other one which sounds really cool, and it kind of is. And it's the La Quinta Inn, and both of these hotels are in the same parking lot. So it's almost like this southern standoff or something. But nonetheless, in December, we enjoyed the La Quinta Inn. We used the pool. For some reason, nobody else was in the pool when we were in it, and the rooms were pretty good. But then, boom, the Best Western Plus. It really brought the A game. They set me up with the king size bed, had the little couch there, my own little coffee maker, and my favorite part is both of them offered the Belgian waffles, but the Best Western Plus had Belgian waffles in the shape of the state of Texas. So shout out Texas.
Awesome.
I could dig it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty quick trip. So you had your Texas shaped waffles, and then actually you went out for dinner with the Super Squad, I guess, the time before.
Yeah.
And another neat, where was everybody from the Super Squad from?
Okay, so I believe there was a gentleman from, I think it was from South Dakota, and then another one from Ohio. And then the final ones were in, what state is Seattle in? Washington. I believe they were from Washington State, and they were both from the same shop. All of them were really cool and had experience doing different things. So the people up in Washington State, they have work at a multi-line dealership, dealing with Indian, Zero, Royal Enfield, Euro motorcycles. So some of the things we see up here, and then a string of other brands. And then the gentleman that was from South Dakota was mostly a BMW shop. So they were pretty newly exposed to Royal Enfield. And then the last guy, their shop was really interesting because they do a lot of performance work there.
Oh, neat.
So it was cool, the diversity and the different information these people were like.
So what we're saying technically is Trevor is the only Canadian Super Squad member for Royal Enfield North America.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Fun.
So we basically can say we have the best technician from North America for Royal Enfield, that class of chassis and cycles.
Whoa, yeah.
Let's just say that.
I'm going to say that.
I'm going to say it. Hey, there's proof. Hey, you know what? People can say whatever, but the cream rises to the top. There's other good ones, but it doesn't mean they're the best.
Well, they're sending me a certificate.
Perfect.
They're sending me a certificate.
A certificate and a jacket.
Yeah, and a jacket.
So, okay, so you go out for dinner with the group, you meet them all, you drive around a real nice SUV, I hear?
Yes, yeah. It had the sunroof.
Nice.
I was in the shorts t-shirt. It's just
Perfect.
30 degrees Celsius down there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was fun. Yeah. Awesome. So you get to the facility in the morning and to just take us through your day.
It was pretty cool. They had different elements for us to do. Of course, we were all invited there. It didn't there wasn't an intense atmosphere for a competition. It was really cool for networking and everything. But we were all, given these tasks to do. So the first one was another quiz that was on a laptop. Again, comprehension knowledge or Royal Enfield product knowledge, stuff like that, awareness of like recalls and things like that.
Yep.
So we went through that. After we were done that, they got to test our skills on measuring things, find measurements for like doing engine work or adjustments for valves and things like that. So things that I've been exposed to, my time here servicing customers' bikes and dealing with our new product that we sell. And then they moved on to another stage that was they called it was like the hands-on. Yep. So it was almost like bringing me through, a customer's coming in, having an issue. Then we have to kind of diagnose
it's making a noise like this.
Yeah. So, again, can we use the tools? Do we know how to use the tools? So that was a lot of fun doing that. And it's station setup. So as people complete one bike, we go to another. And then the final one was kind of like the old school, brought me back to like the school days, look through literature and locate the information that they're kind of looking for. And I guess that's kind of testing, can you use their platforms? Can you find that information if you need it?
Nice.
So yeah, it was really cool.
So that's your second time to that facility. What was different this time from the last time you were there?
So the last time I was there was in December, and they had the new, I've been told by the people at Head North, Royal Enfield North America, to say it Himalayan. So they have the new 450 Himalayan engine there that was liquid cooled. It was awesome. We were able to take off the top end, check it out. But this time I was actually able to do service procedures on it.
Nice.
And they actually had a fleet of the new bikes there. So it's like, again, we don't want to dangle the carrot. We all know how cool those bikes are going to be when they come. But
dangle away, that 450 is going to be pretty kick-ass motorcycle, and it'll be here. The new year.
Yeah. So, and with that being said, I got to see the new Tripper display because that bike shares that. So we're going to be able to see that on the Bears when they roll in. So that'll be something to look forward to. No, they didn't have any there yet. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Cool. But that was kind of the different things. They have a big sign outside now that they didn't last time. Nice. But yeah.
And the Tripper navigation for them, it's like an actual full circle clock, I guess they call it, because it's a British motorcycle, and it actually takes up the whole. So it's pretty cool. So your whole speedometer is actually your GPS, everything, a lot of information.
Yeah, it has like a full GPS display on it, plus all of like your motorcycle's information. Yeah. First ever full circle Google made navigation system. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Royal Enfield is doing some awesome things with middleweight motorcycles. So that's pretty cool. So then it was a pretty quick trip, and then you sort of turned around, caught in, got the red eye.
Yeah.
You had an obnoxious Uber driver on the way home.
You know what? He was a very skilled Uber driver, actually, and it was nothing but world class.
Absolutely. Wasn't not Uber. Yeah, it wasn't Uber.
We can't disclose the official company location.
Yeah, we can. It was Mike. Mike went to pick him up.
Yeah, my good comrade Mike. He totally hooked me up with an excellent drive home. Mm-hmm. And it compared nicely to the drive to the airport from Char. So,
perfect. Awesome. No. So anyway, we're waiting to hear the news how you did. So we don't really know yet. But I'm sure there's going to be so if you let's say you are the top 5 out of these 5 people, which I'm sure you are. What's the next step?
It looks like the next step would be another invitation out to do a similar thing. I think it would be another overnight thing.
I guess so. You're going to South America.
Yeah, it looks like it would be somewhere in Colombia, I believe. Nice.
So get your orders in with Trevor. He might be going to Colombia. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, nothing but good times. Great people.
Times. Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. We know everybody was wondering how he was doing. Charlene was getting text messages from people last night. How did Trevor do? So we figured we'd let him know.
And thank you very much for all the love online.
Now, lots of love. Cool. And then again, I just want to shout out Trev again. I want to talk about his actual skills as not regular mechanic. He's a super squad.
Now he's super squad. Okay.
So now it's like, hey, it's tough, but he's super thorough. When we're checking over our new motorcycles, I know when Trevor's checked that bike over, I know I have nothing to worry about. And it cost me more than I thought it was going to. So, but that's good.
Yeah.
That's good because again, we're not about Classy Chassis and Cycles is not about the cheapest bike. We're about the best bikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, perfect. Anyway, we'll wrap her up there. Trevor, thank you for sharing the story.
Thanks for having me.
Did I forget anything, Char? Oh, hours changed today. We're going home at 2.
Whoa. That means you only have
Yay.
until 2 o'clock to come and get your full-size chocolate bars. We have in stock.
Oh.
They're free. If you show up before 2 o'clock and there's no full-size chocolate bars, people are grabbing them right now because I'm saying it. If they're not here, I'll make you a hot chocolate at least. But
And
keep
we
that in
have
mind.
lots of candy here.
Yeah.
So everybody's leftover Halloween candy is here, and I don't need it at my house anymore. So
Yeah.
Susie says hi from Alex Bay.
hey, Susie, we'll see you
There you
tomorrow.
go.
Oh, and of course tomorrow we'll see you guys at the swap meet. So Jared, Mike, and I will be there. You gonna go for a visit?
I might stop in. You might see
I'm
me
just
just
gonna
bopping
wander
around
through, so,
in civilian uniform.
But yeah,
Yeah.
good time. Always gonna go see our good old buddies there. We'll see their old regulars, old Freddie and Ronnie and
Yeah.
Haley and Morley, and it's in Peterborough. It's
If you don't know where it is,
yeah, it's at the Morrow Building by the Memorial Center in Peterborough on Lansdowne Street in George. It's Staples. So yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. So we're gonna hang out there until 1 o'clock, and then we're opening the door and we're out of there. So basically it goes till 3, but I'll be honest with you, everybody starts packing up at 12:30. So get there in the morning. So hi Stevie, hi Leia, and love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Chalk it
Oh, and we got 2 trikes in.
Ow!